everyone. Hope everybody is healthy and fine. So class 12th इकोनॉमिक्स में आज हम एक बहुत जबरदस्त चैप्टर के बारे में पढ़ने वाले हैं. चैप्टर का नाम है थ्योरी ऑफ सप्लाई. सप्लाई क्या होता है, क्या क्या चीजें इसमें आपको पढ़ने को मिलती हैं, क्या वास्तविकता में जो सप्लाई हमने आज तक सुना था, समझा था, क्या ये वैसा ही है या फिर उससे कहीं और अलग इकोनॉमिक्स में सप्लाई का कुछ मतलब होता है. ऐसा कुछ कंसेप्ट आपको जानने को मिलेंगे आज की क्लास में. साथ ही साथ सप्लाई कितने तरीके की हो सकती है, कौन कौन सी ऐसी चीजें हैं, फैक्टर्स हैं, डिटर्मिनेंट्स हैं जिससे सप्लाई या तो बढ़ती या फिर घटती है. क्या कभी सप्लाई कर्व में शिफ्ट या रोटेशन आता है. ऐसा ही सब कुछ हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं आज की क्लास में. ठीक है जी, तो स्टार्ट करते हैं विद द वेरी बेसिक ऑफ सप्लाई, दैट्स द डेफिनेशन ऑफ सप्लाई. Definition of supply says various quantities of a commodity, किसी भी एक चीज की different quantities that a producer are willing to sell at different possible prices, जो कि एक प्रोड्यूसर एक समय पर मार्केट में बेचने के लिए तैयार है. ठीक है, लेकिन ये बेचना कैसा होगा, डिफरेंट प्राइसेस पर होगा. कैसे होगा बेटे, डिफरेंट प्राइसेस पर होगा. ओके, ऑफ द कमोडिटी एट अ पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. और ये जो बात की जा रही है किसकी की जा रही है, एक समय, कोई भी एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम की बात की जा रही है. ठीक है, तो एक समय पर एक प्रोड्यूसर किसी एक कमोडिटी के कितने कितनी क्वांटिटीज कितने कितने प्राइसेस पर अवेलेबल कराने के लिए रेडी है. इसी को हम बोलते हैं बेटा सिंपल भाषा में सप्लाई. क्लियर टू इट. ठीक है, प्लीज राइट इट डाउन फास्ट, देन वी डिस्कस इट फर्दर. सो नाउ विल डिस्कस अबाउट द सप्लाई कर्व एज वेल एज सप्लाई शेड्यूल. आइए देखते हैं क्या कहता है ये. सो हियर वी हैव सप्लाई शेड्यूल. देखिए सप्लाई शेड्यूल होता क्या है, दो तरीके के सप्लाई शेड्यूल होते हैं. वन इज द इंडिविजुअल सप्लाई शेड्यूल, another is market supply schedule. So if we talk about, देखो ये सप्लाई जो चैप्टर है ना बेटा, ये बिल्कुल डिमांड की तरह ही ऑपरेट होता है. ठीक है, बिल्कुल जैसे डिमांड का पैटर्न है वैसा ही सप्लाई का भी पैटर्न रहता है. उसी के जैसे इसको रेप्लिका मान लो, बट पूरा वाइस वर्सा होता है, मतलब पूरा उल्टा उससे होता है. पैटर्न वही है, सब चीजें वैसे ही पढ़ने वाले हो, वही डिटर्मिनेंट्स, वही कर्व, वही इसके, लेकिन जो रिलेशनशिप्स है वो सारे कैसे होंगे, अपोजिट होंगे. राइट, तो देखिए सबसे पहले अपन पढ़ रहे हैं किसके बारे में, इंडिविजुअल सप्लाई शेड्यूल. किस तरीके का दिखता है बच्चे. So Px and we have the quantity supplied here. So here we have drawn an individual supply schedule. ठीक है, as you can see here, whenever the price of a commodity is going up, its quantity supplied is also rising. This is because there is positive relationship between price of the commodity and its supply. भाई जितना ज्यादा प्रॉफिट होगा, मुनाफा होगा किसी भी चीज को बेचने में, उतना ज्यादा उस चीज को बेचा जाएगा. तो जैसे जैसे प्राइसेस बढ़ते हैं प्रॉफिट्स बढ़ता है, और उसी लिए हम सप्लाई भी उन कमोडिटीज की क्या करते हैं, बढ़ाते जाते हैं. क्लियर, आगे देखते हैं. यहां पर जब हम एक फर्म की बात कर रहे हैं तो दिस विल बी नोन एज इंडिविजुअल सप्लाई शेड्यूल. ओके, व्हाट इफ वी टॉक अबाउट मोर देन वन फर्म, देन इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड इन market supply schedule. See how it looks like. This is the price wala column, this is quantity supplied of A, firm A, then we have quantity supplied of firm B. If we talk about market supply, that will be the summation of these two. Okay, so price here is 1 2 3 4. Say suppose at first level when the price was rupees 1 only, firm A was supplying 10 units of the commodity, and firm B is supplying only and only 2 units of the commodity. Second level, firm A is supplying 12 units and firm B is supplying only 4 units. At third level, firm A is supplying 40 units, firm B say suppose 5 units. Then here we have firm A at level 4 of price. The firm A is supplying 16 units and firm B is supplying only and only 6 units. Now, if we have to calculate this market supply, how we can calculate it? We'll simply add these two. So 10 and 2 add up to 12. 12 plus 4 will be 16 only. It will be 19 and finally 22. So this will be our actually market supply. Okay. So whenever we talk about market supply schedule, it's a summation of all the firms that are ready to supply number of units of any particular commodity at a point of time at given prices. Is that clear with everyone? That will be known as the market supply schedule. Is that clear with everyone? So this is how the individual supply schedule and the market supply schedule looks like, right? Now we'll discuss about the curves of individual supply and market supply. How can we draw them? Okay, so here they are. Supply curve. Firstly, we are discussing about individual supply curve. How it can be drawn? Simply at x-axis we will display quantity supplied. At y-axis we will represent price of the commodity. Now prices are given as 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will put it here 1, 2, 3 and 4. We talk about the supply part. It is given lastly till 16 only. So we'll represent here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Right? Is it clear with everyone? Now, simply I'll plot the coordinates now. How they will be plotted? At first level of price we have 10 quantity supplied. So let's change the color. Our first point we'll be putting here only. At price 2 we are having 12 quantity supplied. So at price 2 we have quantity supplied as 2. At price 3 we have 14 quantity supplied. So here we have and at finally 4 price we have 16 price quantity supplied, right? So we will simply mark it here only. Now we'll be joining these coordinates. So this is actually a individual supply curve. This curve is actually representing the individual supply schedule at different prices, how much quantity of the commodity producers are ready to sell in the market. This curve is showing that combinations only. This will be always upward sloping. What's the reason behind it? The reason is simple, that the price and the quantity supplied are always positively related. Whenever any two components are positively related to each other, always the curve or the polygon will be sloping upward only, right? The same case is happening here also, as you can observe here, right? Now, please note it down. So this is how we have made the individual supply schedule term. Now, we will draw market supply curve, right? So here is the data for market supply. Now we'll refer to this data and only we will be making the market supply curve. Again, at x-axis we have quantity supplied, that's a point of origin, and at y-axis we have the price of the commodity. Prices are given 1, 2, 3 and 4. While making the curve for market supply, we will only refer to the last column, that's the market supply column. Okay, so till 22 this column is representing the data. Simply we will add it here only. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 and 22. Right? Simply at first level of price we have market supply at 12. First point will be drawn here only. At second level of price the market supply was 16 only. So second point will be drawn here. At third point the market supply is 19 only. So 19 will be somewhere around between 18 and 20. Third point will be drawn here. At fourth point we have supply as 22. So fourth point will be drawn here. Simply we will join the coordinates and this curve will be the market demand curve. Now what this curve is representing? This curve is representing the data which is shown under the market supply schedule. This curve represents different producers or suppliers, the quantity they are providing at different possible prices. This is the curve which is showing the summation of all the quantities which are being supplied by producer A and producer B by at different possible prices, right? So this will be the market supply curve. Is it clear with everyone? Is it clear? Fine. So now let's discuss about the most important part of the chapter. As we have discussed in demand also, the determinants of demand. Now this chapter we will discuss about the determinants of supply. All of the rest of the chapter is actually dependent upon this point, this topic only, right? If this point or the topic is clear with you in your minds, definitely the rest of the chapter will be through, or koi bhi samasya, you will not be facing any problem in the rest of the chapter, right? So let us discuss about the determinants of supply here. So determinants of supply or factors affecting supply, okay, or we can either say it as supply function. All things are same only. So whenever we talk about the quantity supplied, it always represents the functional relationship between Px, Pr, G, Pf, T, right? These abbreviations stands for different purposes, right? Like Px is for price of the commodity, PR is for price of related good. G is for government policies. PF is for price of factors of production. Here we have NF also, that shows the number of firms, right? Then we have T, that is technology. Then we have EX and GP. GP stands for government policy and this G stands for goal of the firm. Okay. So these are all the factors which affects any products, any commodity supply. If any commodity supply goes up or down, only these factors are responsible for them. Okay. So let us discuss them one by one. एक एक करके इनको अपन discuss करेंगे. So first of all, we'll take this PX part. PX stands for own price of the commodity. Which says whenever price of any commodity goes up, its quantity supplied will also rise. And if the price of the commodity goes down, quantity supplied will also be decreased. That shows a positive or direct relation between price and quantity supplied, right? So this is how the price is related to the supply of the commodity. Now we'll discuss about the price of related good. PR, that stands for price of related goods. Okay. Now let's consider any of the related goods. Say suppose tea is the main good and coffee is its substitute good, right? If price of commodity rises in the market, its quantity supplied will also be increased. So the tea manufacturers will be willing to sell less of quantity of tea at the existing price. Whenever supply increases of any commodity, ultimately its price goes down. The tea manufacturers will wait for that situation and definitely they will be increasing their prices at that point of time and increase their supply, right? So present supply for tea will be decreased, but at future, in future, whenever the tea's price will increase, they will increase their supply also. This is how both the related goods are related to each other. Okay. Now I'll discuss about rest of the determinants in our later classes. Okay. Thank you so much.